I'm Carol and welcome to Over 50 So What? And a special welcome if you haven't seen the show before. Now, from time to time, we throw out a challenge to the viewers for something to try for the next week. This week's challenge was to stand and move like a superhero, like head up, shoulders down, chest out. How did you go? Now, some of the other challenges we've had, so you can try them if you haven't already. Stand up while you're watching TV. Burns more calories. How about putting on some music and dancing like a crazy thing? Phone a friend every day. And try smiling a bit more often. And of course, do an extra 5 minutes of fitness every now and then. Now, in today's show, we have Aging with Attitude with expert Laraine Dunn. After the break, please join us in the 5-minute fitness segment. And then we're going to look at a fun activity you can try at any age. Juggling for brain performance with Fiona. Aging with Attitude. Our speaker knows all about that, and our speaker is Laraine Dunn. Laraine Dunn is Director of Well Dunn, and in her 70s she's a speaker, author and fitness instructor. In 2005 she achieved the Australian Fitness Network's Lifetime Achievement Award. She's got 2 master's degrees specialising in exercise, attitudes and aging. She's also known as the 70-year-old pocket rocket. In her 60s, she cycled 9,000 kilometres around Australia, including cycling on her own across the Nullarbor. She's been whitewater rafting on the Zambezi, quad biking and skydiving in Namibia. Laraine certainly knows all about aging with attitude. Hi Laraine, and welcome to Over 50 So What?
Hey Carol, thank you for having me on Over 50 So What?
Yes, well this segment's all about aging with attitude, and it's over 50 so what, over 60 so what, and for yourself over 70 so what?
Yeah, so what?
And the World Health Organization changed all the life stages in 2016 so that you're not even middle-aged until you hit 66. So you're middle-aged 66 till you're 79. And you and I are both baby boomers, which lets people know how old we are. But technically I'm still a young adult, but I think you're actually middle-aged now. But how is our generation different to our parents' generation?
Look, we are living longer, we're better educated, we are healthier, we want a higher standard of living. You know, our parents raised us. Times were tough. They came through the war, they came through depressions, and you know, they had to go out and work. So life was pretty hard, and they brought us up the same, but then we have different lifestyle, different era, different generations, but we are still one of the most stereotyped groups in our society. But in saying that and comparing us to our parents and the previous generation, we have an amazing strand of a population group emerging that they don't want to just live and enjoy their lives. They want to be the best that they can. They want to wear out rather than rust out. They want to actively participate in their own lives, and they want to embrace their life with every part of their being. They want to actually take it on. I think you and I are branded with that brand. Do you think, Carol, or not?
We want to take it on. We want to wear out. That's right.
We're commonly branded baby boomers, but that was someone's born between 1946 and 1965. So we are baby boomers, and we're actually entering uncharted waters of later middle-aged. In 2012, people aged 65 made up 14% of the population. That's 1 in 7. By 2061, 1 in 4 will be over 65. We are more diverse than any other population groups, and that's variations in our chronological aging, in our health, in our lifestyle, in our culture, in our belief, in our cycle of influence, and our present circumstances. So our profile of the baby boomers derives from, you know, such a wide area of physical, psychological, emotional, social, economic, and cultural diversities. And there's a possible age span of 30 plus years. I mean, we've known each other 20, 25 years. We think very similarly, but, you know, my body is 10 years older than yours. So, you know, there's diversity there. But, you know, as we get older, our world is continually changing. And, you know, the psychological aging, families, factors of living conditions, this all brings together an environment that just doesn't stay the same. So actually coping with that can be challenging. So, you know, aging with attitude gives us the best possible standing so that we can enjoy our older age, and be as fit and as feisty and as fearless as possible.
Yes, when with our parents, they would never have thought of going back to university or going back to study or starting a business or doing anything like that. And yourself, you went back to uni in your 50s.
Yep, for 10 years, yep. And, you know, my mother would have never got her 3rd or 4th degree at 60. I think she did go back to school and got her school certificate. And I think she did that in her probably 40s or 50s. And that was great, you know. But now the sky's the limit as far as aging but just taking it on, having the confidence to do that and going out of your comfort zone. That is the big, that's the thing that limits people, is going out of their comfort zone or not believing in themselves enough to actually do it.
It's all about having limitless beliefs, and age is just a number, not using age as an excuse.
Age is just a number, absolutely. So the way an older person feels about themselves and the aging process actually affects how they view their life and how they live their life. And so those who age positively and well and have a healthier life, they are able to maintain a sense of control and a sense of their quality of life as they face, you know, the next chapter of life's events. Quite often you see signs like combat the aging process. Who said that we have to age? Defy the aging process. Aging is wonderful. I love the age we're at. I love my age. So sadly, in today's society, we have misconceptions that incapacity goes hand in hand with aging. And we're more often than not, aging is thought to be something that's fought off for as long as possible. But we have to make the most of what the aging process is so that we live full of vitality, full of strength, full of enjoyment. You know, the fun and the happiness and the joy is there. We've just got to get ourselves in the right mindset and set up our lives so that we can live the best that we can, regardless of the circumstances.
Thanks, Laraine, for all your expertise to discuss aging with attitude. We're going to keep living every day. We know if we stay positive about aging, we're going to be healthier, live longer, and we're going to enjoy every day so much better. We hope to see you again soon.
Exactly right. Go well, everyone. Thanks for having me, Carol.
Thanks. Bye. toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel. You can still do this sitting down as well. Heel, heel. But if you can, get up and join in. Heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel. That's it. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. You more. Last set. Heel. Now we lift the knee. Up, up. And we're going to pull the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Coming forwards, just make sure there's nothing for you to trip over. And take it back. Make sure the floor is clear. That's it. And toe, 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 heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe. A few more. And then we're going to go for a walk. Arm set. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk this way. We're going to walk, 2, 3, 4, and around. Walk. Now, like you've got the steering wheel on your car. Again, if you're walking in your seat, grab that steering wheel. Walk. Walk. To make it harder, you can take bigger steps if you've got the room. Or leg and knees up. Okay, back to the middle. Knee lifts and knees. Coming forward. And back. Toe, toe, toe. Heel, heel. 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 And we're going to go for a walk. And around. And walk. And around. Welcome to the bucket list. Now with the topic today, with this segment, I was tossing up whether to put it under Energy for Life, which is all about health, or to put it on the bucket list. And I've decided that it's so much fun, it's definitely something that should be on your bucket list. Today we're going to be talking about juggling. And our guest today is Fiona Stone from Balls for Your Mind, juggling for brain performance. Now Fiona has a background in nutrition, and when she met her husband, they were discussing, well, it's okay to look after your nutrition and your body, but we really need to look after our brain. So in 2001, they started Balls for Your Mind, juggling for brain performance. And they're on a mission to bring juggling to the masses, to help people of all ages improve their brain fitness. Hi Fiona, welcome to Over 50 So What? I'm so excited about this juggling.
Thanks Carol, so am I.
We've been talking about ball games on the show before and how it is great for hand-eye coordination and how all ball games are good for your brain. Can you tell us a bit about why juggling is so good for your brain?
Well, there's lots of benefits. You've got that hand-eye sort of business going on where you've got to concentrate on what you're telling your hands. You've got a peripheral thing going on, so it's great for that sort of eye focus sort of thing. The brain as well, you're learning new techniques, so it's really great for that left and right brain. There's just so many benefits that you can get from learning to juggle. Key thing I think is that it sort of brings you into like a moving meditation, so it quietens that brain down. Once you're actually in that juggling sort of sphere, you're in a realm of being in the here and now, so you can't be all over the place as well. So it brings in great focus, concentration, so it's great for balance, it's great for posture, really all over holistic.
Well, I did notice on the mindful aspect, where because you've given me some balls to practice with, I did notice that I was solely concentrated on trying to do it, and if I stopped thinking about what I was doing, then I'd drop the balls all over the place. So I actually felt that I was right in the moment. I was getting that sort of meditation effect when I was doing it.
Yeah, it's just great for that focus and concentration.
Now tell us a bit about the neurotransmitters, because when you're learning something new, a lot of people just, not just juggling, but speaking generally, they'll try something once or twice and they go, oh no, it's too hard and I'm going to give up. So can you talk us through why it's so important to try new things and to push through that point of frustration?
Yeah, usually that point is the most important part when they're getting that point where they're having trouble with it, and they're starting to get frustrated. Well, that point is when the neurotransmitters are just connecting, and that's usually the hardest part, but that's the most amazing part, where they are just connecting and they're firing off. And it is really important to then try and break through that frustration and push through there, because then the more you practice, the more it gets coded, and then the easier it gets. So that's like learning anything new, not just juggling. If you can just push through that sort of frustration part, which is where it's the most amazing part. That's when they are really connecting and things are firing off in the brain. You really are exercising it right then and there. Push through there. Concentrate on what you're doing, and then it'll start to, through the art of practice, it'll just get coded and coded more, and then it will get easier and easier. So it is so important to get through that stage, just because that's the most amazing part of actually the process of the brain.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're developing new neural pathways, because researchers found even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, your brain can still develop new neural pathways.
Right, it's so amazing, our brain. You can keep working it and keep changing it and keep making it get better and better, really. It doesn't matter what age you are. So, but it is important as we are getting older that you do keep exercising your brain and keeping that going. And juggling is amazing for that. It really is. And it's also fun. It's heaps of fun. It is only just learning to throw one ball at a time. So it is a fun thing to do. And you can do it indoors, outdoors. It really doesn't matter.
So how do you learn to juggle? Now, I believe you've got some of your beautiful handmade juggling balls in front of you. So how does someone learn to juggle?
Well, it's just learning to throw one ball at a time. So generally I start off with one ball, and all you have to do is just throw side to side. So it's just a lob, like so, just in front of you. And that's the first step, from hand to hand. Always keeping an eye on the ball. So this is really good for that peripheral vision. And that's your one ball. Then I start off with two balls, and generally I visualize a pretend window in front of me. So I sort of do this in front of me, and then I'm going to aim at the corners of the window. So it's usually above head height. And so what I tend to do then is throw the balls to the opposite corners. So this one will go to that corner, and the other one will go to the opposite corner. So it's like a up, up, oops, up, 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 up. So that's your two balls. Good to do for a little while because you're using your favoured hand and your non-favoured hand. So that's the great thing about juggling as well, is you're using both hands. So that's, again, great for that left and right brain. So, and as they say, to use your non-dominant hands just to get that neurotransmitter connection going down to your hands. So it's really good for both sides. So that's your two anyway. So up and up. And then it's just introducing the third ball, two balls in your favoured hand, and keep throwing to the corners. So here we go. That's where the concentration is. That's where the focus is. That's where the fun is. And the thing with it also is it doesn't matter if you drop the balls, as long as you pick them up and then keep going. It really is just that easy, just one ball at a time.
When I got it, it was just incredible. I remember screaming out and running upstairs to tell my daughter, I did it. And from there on, I just couldn't put them down. It was great fun.
Now, for people to find you, you do some of the craft shows, and I believe you're doing one in Adelaide. Can you tell us about that?
In May, I'm off to Bowerbird. It's a really well-known, beautiful, created market. It runs for 3 days. It's early May. The other market that I go interstate for is Handmade Canberra. So that's an amazing handmade market. I love being part of this market, and all the makers make their handwork in Australia.
Yes, well, I first bumped into you at a market in Chelsea. So if people don't find you in a market, they can go online and order the products, and then there's a free video, is that right?
That's correct. It's got my partner Michael on the video. It's a free one on our website.
So thanks so much for coming on the show today, Fiona.
Thanks for having me, Carol.
Thanks for joining us today. Please send us your story, leave us your comments through Facebook, Over 50 So What. And if you'd like any information on Laraine and juggling for brain performance, just go to our website, carolohalloran.com. In fact, anything you've ever seen on the show, go to the website, carolohalloran.com. Please subscribe to YouTube so you never miss out on a show, or plenty of fitness videos. And today's key message from Laraine was, age is just a number, not an excuse. And the other thing, it's better for us to wear out rather than rust out. I'm Carol, and this is Over 50 So What? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe, and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?